Simmers Bison. Big Joe, we're live here at the Ponderosa. It's been a long time since we've done a live. I thought it's a beautiful day, and lots been happening, lots been going on, not just around the ranch, but in the bison world in general. So let me kind of introduce you to some people that are with me. But you got the Big Joe herd right here behind us, the combined of two herds, and then we've got a friend, Mike Gunther from Denver, a bison friend that started ranching about, what, a year ago?
3 years ago.
Was it 3 years ago? That long? Jeez. Man.
Time flies.
Yeah, it does. And we got Brooks. Brooks is with us.
Dusty's math didn't quite add up on
Yeah,
that one.
that went fast. And then Marissa, my wife,
Hey, guys.
ranch hand, Brooks, and
Feeding
the
kids.
boss, CEO. CEO's sitting in the back there. So, anyways, of course, the most important is our big guy here. Big Joe. So I haven't been at the ranch the past, couple of days. We've been so busy. I've been part of the Oklahoma Bison Association. We had just put on an event, which is the Oklahoma Bison Show and Sell, Winter Show and Sell at Oklahoma City. And we just wrapped that up yesterday. I don't know if you guys tuned in for that live sell. It was all simulcast, so it was all on the internet. None of the animals were sent through the ring, but we started that process Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I've literally been in Oklahoma City since then. Been super swamped the past couple of days, setting up the event, making sure it's all organized. Still with us. Sorry, I got a phone call. But anyways, lots been happening. Thank you guys for joining us here. Good morning. Let me flip this around so you guys can see the most important part, the animals here. So we've got all of our favorite characters out here. Hey Rhea, good morning. Pam, hey Misty, Amanda. Glad you caught the live. Christian from Germany. Thank you guys for being on here. Brooks, Rhea says hi. You say hi, Rhea? Here's Crazy Eyes. Also, I call her Stands with a Fist. Here's the latest born right here. Hey, Vicky, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Yep, that's the latest born. Was born in October, little heifer calf. Yep, that's our latest born ever, basically. Looks like Big Joe's been getting into the cedars. Hey, buddy, look what we got here. Yeah, we got some cedar. You've been beating on those cedars. He's wanting cubes right now. So we're going to go in here in just a second, and we're going to give him some cubes. Yesterday, my Uncle Keith, who actually just called me, he rolled out hay for us yesterday and put some cubes out. Thankful for good family and friends and neighbors to help out while we're gone, because Kevin was with us too. Kevin and Marissa have been spending time with me in Oklahoma City, helping out and everything. So had a great event, great sale. Had 118 animals, and it's been 2 or 3 years since we've had a bison sale in Oklahoma. Hey, buddy. Hey, man. Yeah, Big Joe getting all fluffy and stuff. So thank you guys for being on here. Just trying to say hi to everybody. Kathy from Dayton, Ohio. Gerald from Germany, man, from far away. Hello. Mary McMillan, hello from Soggy, Florida. Got 7 inches of rain yesterday. Holy smokes. Yes, we got a little bit of rain on Friday. This is our cover crop field. It's a little greener than this pasture, but got some winter grasses going on in here and stuff. Hey, Misty, also from Idaho, born and raised in North Idaho. I've been up there. There's some bison up there for sure. Let's see here. Sylvan Fireswan says, how's Nora? Eleanor's baby. She's doing good. and she's at Mom and Kevin's, actually. Saw her last night. Shauna asked Dusty, why do you put tags on the left ear for females and the right ear for the bulls? Because that's just an easy way to identify them. When you have herd animals, it's typically you have less bulls and lots of more females. But if you're raising animals for other purposes or whatever, you just have them, you have a mixed array of animals. It's just you can look out in the pasture, or if you're at a sale or you're at somebody's ranch or something, you want to identify those animals, you can quickly look out there and say, oh, that's a bull or that's a heifer. And especially like if you want to catch them, that's kind of a way to look at it. So right here, you look at that calf and you say, oh, it's a calf. Well, I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell because it's a calf. But because we already caught that one and put a tag in her left ear, we can count them. You can say, oh, well, that's a heifer calf. That's a bull calf. That's a heifer calf. So that's why we do the left ear and right ear. If you notice here, Big Joe's got one on his left ear, old 51 tag. That was already here before we even got him. He already had that tag, and you can barely see it. So on our tags now, he's got that 51. So all the calves that are born, the first tag, there's 3 letters that we go by. The first number is the year they were born. So all the babies this year, they start with a 3. The next number is the father. And most of these out here, like this one I keep referring to, the next number is a 5, which represents their father, the sire. And so Big Joe, because he starts with a 5, I put his calves with 5. So that says 3, 5, 8. And then the 8 is just the order of the calves work. So we start with 350. There he is right there, 350 actually. So that was the first one we worked, heifer calf. And then the rest of them will go 351, 352. If it's a Dunbar baby, well, it'll go 3. What's Dunbar's last number? Is he what's Dunbar's last number? Trying to think. 4? Is it a 4? I think his last number is. So we would do 3, 4, whatever. 340, 341, stuff like that. So here's Texas 11. Her tag was already on her. So those are really good questions, and we can talk lots about those kind of things. So thank you for the comments and stuff. Hello, Donna from McKinney. Better leave Big Joe alone. Maya's wanting to work a little. Susan asked, did you buy any at the auction? We did buy some. We also brought some home for some people that are going to come pick theirs up. They didn't have a trailer with them, so we've actually got them here at the ranch, and they're going to come get them scheduled tomorrow for pickup. We did buy some animals. We bought some for our production program, which will be our processing side of things. And then we do that because we just don't have enough animals for that. And we typically will buy them young and put them in our program and do things that way. So, but yeah. Carol asked, how much did Big Joe weigh? How much did he weigh, Marissa? 17. I think he weighed 17 something is what he weighed this year. He's doing good. He's sitting here waiting at the gate for me, if you guys can tell. He's wanting some cubes for sure. Merry Christmas to you, Pauline. Thank you for being a part of this. Renee asked, where do you keep the ones for processing? We keep most of those at Mom and Kevin's, where we started. That's because we don't film them and stuff like that. And Kevin helps me take care of them. And we just don't have enough room here at the Ponderosa. So, Shelby asked, are you going to be at the Trophy Bison show in January in Colorado? Yes, we typically go to that every year, and we'll be there. Donna asked, how do we find info about staying at your cabins? It's every time that I put a video out on YouTube or Facebook, go to the descriptions below the video, and we always have a link to our cabins. It says visit our cabins. You can Oh, sorry. Thank you, Mike. You can check out the links there. Lisa asked, I'm so behind. Questions that mom have twins. No, we've never had twins. It's very, very rare for bison. Leighton, what do you look for when deciding to breed? We look for conformation. So, you know, look at this mama here. You can say that kind of a box frame look on her. You want the tall hump. Camera gets out of focus when I point. You want the tall hump there, kind of a box frame. You want a deep cavity there for a big calf or a good sized calf. We also look at their feet structure, see how her feet are kind of in a straight line. That's the way we kind of want it to look. There's a lot of different things. See this one here, she's a really nice cow. She's actually from the Quapaw Nation. So, Topeka asks, how much are the bison supposed to weigh? Well, they're not supposed to weigh a certain weight. Technically, this is about a 900-pound cow. You're getting in the 1,000 range here. 1,000 range, maybe a high. I'd say cows are pretty typically 1,000 to 1,100 pounds. Some of the big ones is kind of that range. See, there's a big one over there. She's getting big. She's gonna have a winter calf. You can see that belly. That's Quapaw. Hey, buddy. Dorothy asked, how much does Eleanor weigh? She's like 600 or 700 pounds. She's just, she's kind of a munchkin. She's not huge. Misty asked, have you decided what you're going to do with that older bison? The one you could either keep as like a pet, essentially, because it can be used for breeding or anything. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, the older one. You're looking at one of the oldest animals we have, and I don't think I'm gonna make him a pet at all. We don't raise our animals for pets either. I don't get into the whole pet thing. You know, that's just something we don't do. These are wild animals. We raise them for the conservation and restoration of their you know, their species, and try to bring the bison back. Somebody says, where do you get your Canadian bison? Where did them? Got them from Wolverine Bison Company. I'm not sure exactly. They're in southern Canada and Regina area, I think. What is Big Joe's boo-boo on right hind leg? That's mud, if that's what you're asking. I don't see any boo-boos at all. If that's what you're looking at, it rains, so it's muddy. How many different breeds of bison are there? There's only two. Susie asked that, Jacobson. There's only two. You have woods bison and plains bison, and that's what most of these are plains bison. Oh, okay. Kathy, thanks for clearing that up. Misty was talking about the female who lost her baby, the one you had to remove. Oh, gosh, no. That one's, she's kind of feisty. She's not going to be a pet at all. We're not going to make any of our bison pets. And plus, if you did the pet thing, you'd have to start at about the size of that one to do that. And we don't raise them to be pets. But, so, anyone's. But, yeah, no, we've kind of decided we know we're not going to use her in our processing for meat. Obviously, we're not going to do that. So, but we haven't decided what we're going to do with her. I don't think we're going to put her back in a breeding program because of more than likely the damage that was done to her from losing the calf. We're afraid that if she does get bred again, if she does come in heat and gets bred, we're looking at probably having the same issue, and I'm not going to make her go through that. So, how many calves do you have separated? Dottie Toomey asked. We've only got 4 caught right now. We let a bunch of them back out with their moms because those 4 were born in May. The rest were born kind of late. So we'll catch these guys later. Glenn asked, how many head do you have total? We've got about 50 here. And then we've got about 10 or 12 over at Mom and Kevin's. But here at the Ponderosa, we got roughly about 50. And that includes calves as well. Peggy Broyles, can you use a hot shot to work the bison? You can. When we go to work our animals, we never even have a hot shot. Nobody even brings a hot shot or anything. We typically don't have to use them, but every now and then, you know, if you're messing with a big bull or something, sometimes that happens and you got to use it. But we don't prefer to use them. Karen asked, just joining, did you sell a bison yesterday? Yes, we sold 2 heifers, 2 2-year-old heifers. And one of them was bred by this guy. She sold. And then another one was a Dunbar 2-year-old heifer. We sold both of them. And they're both going to Oklahoma. One's going to Freedom, Oklahoma. The other one's going to Bernieville, Oklahoma. Some good people bought them. Karen Redmond asked, how's Dunbar's? Doing great. You can't even tell that he had an injury. Ingrid asked, what happened with the genetic testing for Dunbar and Big Joe? Just to kind of clear that question up, I'm not sure the direction you're wanting to go with it, but basically when you pull their hair, they just go into a registration. And so, like, if him and another cow have a baby, and I don't know who actually had, I don't know whose genetics, let's say if there's 2 bulls in here, and I don't know who the dad was, I could pull the hair on the offspring, and it would be able to match back to Big Joe or the other bull. So if you don't know who the dad is, he's in the registration now. So we can pull hair on these calves if we want to double check. Like these calves, I'm pretty sure, 199.9% sure that's a Big Joe baby. But if we wanted to check and make sure, we could pull hair on that calf, send it to UC Davis, and it should link up to him. So that's kind of how the registration goes. I didn't do, as far as genetics, we've put them into the system, which will help me and others now. So the heifer that I just sold, when she has a calf, if somebody wants to date it back like the old family tree, they can link it back to him if they want to pull hair on it. Shelby asked, have you ever had to bottle raise any red dogs? We have not. No, I'm with you, Misty. Yeah, I know. Not pets, but just keepsake animals. Darla asked, how old is Cora? She'll be 2 in January. Monty asked, have you taken any bison to the national park near Lawton? You can't take any animals there. That's a national herd. It's part of the Wichita Mountains National Wildlife Refuge. I'd love to have some of their animals, but you can't take any. I'd love to have some of theirs for sure. I think that's what you're referring to. Thanks, Dan. Merry Christmas to you guys too. Angie from East Texas, hello. Lisa asked, when you sell the bison, do you trade for others? You can, some people do swapping, if that's what you're asking. But I haven't done that really yet. Ways of the Wound Nurse, does Marissa have a day job? Do the cabins really help fund your operation? So Marissa is basically taking on the merchandise side of things, and we both together take care of the cabins. We manage the cabins. But we have the merchandise, we have the meat and the sticks sales, and that's what funds a lot of our operations. And then plus a lot of the social media stuff that we do also helps us pay our bills. But Marissa is very busy. She helps me on the ranch. She helps me build stuff. We do fencing together. We feed together. We do a lot of stuff together every day. So this is her day job. We ranch. We're a family ranch, and we work together. And we raise a daughter. We manage cabins. We do all of our social media stuff. So Patricia asked, are most of your processing bison bulls? Yes, you get more meat. Kelly asks or says, when you're working the bison, you did not mention how much Dunbar and Big Joe weighed. Do you have those numbers? Dunbar was 1,400. He was a little bit lower. He was right at 1,400. And I talked about his weight from the summer and the drought and stuff, and him having to work extra hard because he was with a bunch of these females, basically, and having to keep Haas off of him. Big Joe, I wanted to say he weighed 1,700 pounds. Daniel asks, how come Dunbar and Haas get along, but Dunbar and Big Joe don't? Dunbar and Big Joe are both mature bulls. Big Joe, I want to say, is 8 years old. Dunbar is about 7 years old, I believe. And so because of that, you can't put two mature bulls that didn't grow up together in the same pen. That's why they don't get along. You got two dudes going at it. Haas and Dunbar get along because Dunbar is only 2. I mean, Dunbar is 7 and Haas is 2. So you've got an older and a younger, and that's how they manage to get along. Dunbar keeps him in check. Thank you for asking that, Daniel. Hey, Tammy. Air Force Vet, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you guys. I'm excited for Christmas and spending time with Brooks. Sandra asked, what are the sores on the backs of them? So those are just like in the summertime. They scrape on trees and rub on trees, and they get these open wounds, and then the flies get after them. It's just like to me, it's like a scab. Like if you got a scrape or you itched on your skin and it opens the wound up a little bit and it scabs over, that's basically what they're doing. Is there a way to know if Eleanor is bred this year? We would have to preg check him, and we didn't do that because it was getting so dark so fast. Created by JHP, was Marissa a teacher? No, Marissa was not a teacher. I was the teacher. I coached and taught for 10 years. Marissa worked a full-time job in Oklahoma City. Julie asked, where's Lumpy? Lumpy has been not with us for probably over a year and a half or 2 years now. Awesome Liquor, thank you for the content and best wishes over the holiday season. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Did you, Susie asked, did you ever get the well station ironed out, or are you still on city water? We're still using city water, but we're working on with some programs, local programs, to maybe come out and redo the well and drill a new well. Michael asked, how much do bison sell for on average? Oh, it just depends. You know, it kind of depends on where they are and all that. But, you know, like calves, this one's too young. But, you know, calves can go roughly for about $1,000. Male and female. Yearlings, you're looking in the 15 to 200, you know, or 1,500 to 2,000 range. Cows are in that range. Bulls, depending on bulls. Breed bulls or kill bulls can go a little bit higher. Lily was #1 dog. How old do you keep the bulls? You know, some people keep them till they're at 7 or 8. And if that was the case, Dunbar and Big Joe would be retired or sold to a trophy ranch that you know, does the big hunts. But we don't do that. We'll keep them as long as we can, and we'll let them live their lives out the best that we can for them. Kayla, thank you for clearing that up with Julie. Lumpy was processed and the meat was donated. Thank you. Yes, donated locally too. Bert Tidwell 55 says, but Dunbar knows Joe is the boss. That is correct. They know now. together because they did get in a fight this summer during breeding season when they got in the same pen together. They figured it out. Barb, do all the bison weigh in around about the same weights? Yeah, all the cows weigh about 900 to 1,000. Calves weigh 350, sometimes 400. Thank you, Kilroy. Merry Christmas. Okay, we're gonna go through here real quick. Y'all ready? Mike is a firefighter from the Denver area. Started talking, I don't know, quite a long time. I guess 3 years ago, probably, huh?
Well, it's about, yeah,
Something like that.
3-4 years ago.
Yeah, and he's ready to get into bison ranching, and kind of weird connection how we met each other, but we've been talking for a long time. And then he got his own animals. Yeah, can you open that game? He got his own animals, and now he came down to Oklahoma City. He flew in on Friday. He helped us work animals and process them through into the sale on Friday. Helped me Saturday. Last night we were headed home, and we had a blowout on the trailer, and it was cold, and yeah, we had a blowout on the trailer, and we had to unload animals. It's been a long 2-3 days after the sale yesterday. So I may not be able to make some comments and stuff right now because there's a lot going on. So, you're locked away. Big Joe's in your way. Here, I'll back up a little bit. This is Peaches. She's pretty nice. Hey, Peaches.
Time, right?
Yeah, she's pretty nice. Big Joe's not gonna let you in. Here, you just squeeze through me.
Yeah.
Get back, Peaches.
You ruffled the bag.
Oh yeah, he heard the bag. He's up in your grill now. He's up in your grill. He gets a little too close, so that means we gotta move, basically. There's Belle Star. Look at all the little calves getting big. So we're gonna put out some cubes here. There's Big Joe. He's ready. He says, I need some cubes. All right, Marissa, we're gonna give you the...
Oh, I get the reins? Oh, man.
Maya's with us too. Mike, do you want to pour them out? Let's let you do the... Yeah, get it out there and slowly spread it out, stretch it as far as you can.
Hey, Big Joe.
We just stretch it out. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. I named her.
Oh, you did? What'd you name her?
I named her,
what's her name? Now you can't remember her name?
it's the South Dakota governor. Said she's from South Dakota. What's her name? Yeah, Christy. Christy. I named her Christy. Yeah.
I like
South
it.
Dakota. Look at her. Here she comes.
Hold on, babe. I missed who asked, but someone asked how the cow that lost her calf was doing. She's doing good. She's gained weight. I mean, Dusty, you saw her, I guess recently, but she looks good. She looks good. She's gained weight. She looks healthy. I mean, overall, I'd say she's doing good. Merry Christmas. Thank you. I missed the name on that one as well. This is the first time I'm trying to do the live chat, reading all the comments, but thank you. Merry Christmas. Hey, Peaches.
You guys go eat. We got the cubes. They just keep following you. We
Here,
haven't
hon.
figured it out yet.
I'm gonna let you. I don't know what I'm doing with this.
Go back with it. Yeah, there's
I don't know how to click or.
showing them all. Oh, man.
Did I mess it up? Sorry.
What? No. No, you're good. Christy Num, yep. Thank you. Tidwell 55, clearing that up for me. Yeah, I saw Christy at the Governor's Custer State Park roundup a couple years ago. I saw her there, and she was out rounding up the bison horseback, and I loved it. And everybody in South Dakota seems to love her, and she supports bison. She supports local ranching, and so I thought it was just pretty cool. And that 7 female is from South Dakota, and so that's why I was like, I gotta name her something special. So named her Christy. I figured the people from South Dakota would love that. So yeah, she's just a cool heifer.
She's really pretty. Her hair's long and
her hair's long and fluffy. Yeah,
she's got a different look to her.
She does.
She's pretty.
Stutter J, I'm not sure how you say that. Thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas to you. Wonderful gift. Thank you for the support for what we're doing and hanging out with us this on a Sunday afternoon. All of us hanging out. Appreciate Mike's help the past 2 days. He came down from Denver, and he basically we were at it for 36 hours.
Yeah.
Which is like almost a fireman shift, basically. So we definitely, we set everything up. We ran the sale yesterday at 11. Sale was over about 2, I think, and then we had to load out all the animals. We loaded animals out until 10:30.
10:30, 11, yeah.
And then we had to break all the technology down because it was a live sale simulcast. So it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Lots of good people in the bison industry. Lots of good people in the Oklahoma Bison Association. So a really, really good event and bringing people together. So yeah. Tracy asked, do you ever think about getting a water diviner to find your water on your property? No, I've never looked into that. We have a creek here. We've talked about doing some different water resources that way, but not really. Merry Christmas from Calgary, Alberta to you, Brooksy. Hey, that's what we call Brooks every now and then. Pauline says, will Haas eventually get his own herd? I don't know. That's kind of a management thing. That's the tough part, is figuring out where do we want to put people and stuff, or put bison with who and whatnot. Maya's gonna join us. She wants she wants a stick, probably wants a stick, but throw some cubes out there. Here's one from Canada. Any of the double yellow tags you see are coming from the Wolverine bison in Canada. And here comes the big guy. Darla asked, do you make bison stew? We've never made bison stew, but it sounds delicious. Question from Brenda. What is your number you're going for in bison? Well, on our property, okay, Big Joe's coming in hot. All right, everybody squeeze in. Take that flag a little bit. And yeah, look at Maya. She hops in. You got to get Big Joe back a little bit. Back up, buddy. Hey, back up. Not that that's going to really stop him, but here, take this. We just have to keep moving because he'll be your best friend, Mike. In case you didn't realize that. He'll hug you.
He's just as big as he looks.
He'll come and give you a big old hug. Jackie's out here with us too. Sorry, it's hard to do a live with these animals. We try to make you feel like you're right in here with us. Try to bring you a part of it, just like our videos, but it's we're also dealing with a large animal and out here on an ATV. The Scout broke down for the moment, so I've got to get to work on it.
Where's that at?
Yeah, the Scout's in the barn. We got to work on the Scout, but Joe, he's looking pretty out here. He's happy. Just wanting some more cubes. Looks like we'll have to roll out a bale of hay today. So, but we're just driving around the Ponderosa. We're gonna show Mike around a little bit. First time to Oklahoma.
Yes.
First time to the Ponderosa. So we're gonna go drive around. Yes, Big Joe has the best hairdo. He's got a good one. So it's nice and froey. But anyways, guys, we're gonna hang out. We hadn't really had much time I hadn't spent much time with the girls lately. And we're gonna show Mike around the Ponderosa. So we just wanted to say thank you guys for joining us, and we're excited about the holidays coming around the corner here, and got a lot of Merry Christmas from you guys. So thank you for being a part of this with us on a Sunday. Beautiful day. Thought it'd be great to get out here, and we'll talk to you very soon. Again, we'll have a new video coming out on Thursday, of course, like we always do. And I better get to moving before this guy comes and asks me for some cubes. So, guys, thank you for anything. If you have any questions or comments, you can do it below, and we'll try to get to you. And thank you for all the questions and comments. I better get closer to the ATV. So, and we'll make a move. Thank you guys for watching us.